Hello, this is Rick with Rick Edgar Photography. I'm here in Imperial Beach at sunset. I'm going to be showing you how to capture great photos from your cell phones, editing them straight from your phone without having to purchase any applications whatsoever other than using your gallery features for editing. And if you're posting on Instagram, there's another great feature in there for editing on Instagram. And it takes a matter of minutes to post it. And the quality of the photos are not quite as good as the DSLR, but it's very close. So check it out. I'm going to take a few shots right now, and after the shots, I will edit them and post them and show you how it's done. All right, after I take all the photos, I'm going to go into my gallery and I'm going to choose one that I'm going to show you how I'm editing it. And what we're going to do is choose the pencil on the bottom left hand side, and on the crop mode on the very left it's highlighted, so I'm showing you how you can straighten it out. You can go on each corner and adjust it accordingly to what looks best for you. I like the rule of thirds, so I'm going to adjust it a little bit. So I'll keep it right here, and on the very bottom right hand side there's like a sun, so I chose that, and it's on brightness. What I like to do is bring my brightness down to about 5 to 8. We'll keep it at 8. I'm going to go to the middle contrast. I'll bring that up. As you can see, if I go all the way to the far right, it's a little bit too much contrast. So I'm going to keep it around 10, 13. And the next step I go to is to the white balance. And where it's on right now is how I shot it on the very left. If I go to auto, it changes the lighting a little bit more, makes the skies bluer. I push the light to daylight. It gives it a different tone. And the cloudy, it's similar to auto. So what I like best is either how I shot it or cloudy, which is less orange. So I'm going to stick with how I shot it. And at this point, if you, on the very top, right next to save, there's 3 dots. You can go into advanced. And on this advanced mode, you can use your finger, or on that line, you can pull it up to make it brighter or bring it down to make it darker. If you put your hand towards the top where the sunset is and the clouds, if you bring it up, it'll make it brighter. Bring it down, it kind of brings down the shadows. So actually it looks good right there. And also at the middle of this screen there's a white and dark. It's called shadows. You can adjust it here with the slider. So actually I like the shadow there. If I go to the next one, it's darks. So the darks, you can make it brighter or darker. I like it how it is right there. And the lighting is actually pretty good at about 28. But if I go to negative 99, it's darker. So there's 2 ways of adjusting this tone curve, either with a slider or you can use your fingers to go up and down on the actual slider itself. So that looks good. And then on the far right, it's the highlights. Whatever is really bright, you can bring the highlights down or make it brighter. So actually this looks good about 30, 28. And I think we're about there. So on the bottom, there's an X and a check mark. So if you like the way it looks, I like this. So I'm going to check it. And then on the bottom left, next to the cropping feature, it brings up this one area for all the different formats. Auto will make it brighter. What I like is if you go down to the right here, I like sharpen. I use that a lot. And then also to the right of sharpen is stardust. And that gives it a different effect. But for right now, I'm going to stick with sharpen. And these are all presets that you can use that comes with the phone. I did not have to purchase any apps or software to get this to work. And so I think I'm happy with the way it looks right there. So what I'll do is I'm going to choose on the very top, it's reset or save. So I'm going to choose save. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and post it on Facebook. And I'm going to go to my Rick Edward photography page and go straight to post. I'm going to go to the photo, and the very last photo that I edited is right here. Say done. And I'll say something about this. And actually, I'll say Imperial Beach sunset. And I will share this. So when I share it, I have the option to put it on my Imperial Beach photos and SoCal photography group. I'll do that. And I'll add it also with IB Bayside Community. And I publish it. So at this point, it's already posted on my Imperial Beach photography group, and there it is. So next, I'm going to show you how I post it on Instagram. So on Instagram, pull that up, go to my home page, press the plus button. I don't want it expanded, so I'm going to choose next, and I'm going to go into edit mode here. And this is the feature I like using that helps bring out the cloudscapes better. I go into structure, and in the structure, as you can see, if I bring it all the way to 100%, it brings the clouds really tight in a different look. But actually, I'm just going to bring it up to about 10%, and that looks good for me. And from here, I'll say done. Next, I'll post my information on here. Let's see. I will need to, actually, I'm going to copy something from one of my previous posts. Let me get out of here and choose some information on this one. Go to edit. I'm going to copy all this. And then I'll go back to the plus. Go to next. Next. I'll paste this. Take out. This was taken with my Samsung. So I'm going to change all this to Samsung cell phone. And then I'm going to change the 5D Mark III to Samsung. And I'll change this to sand. I'm going to tag myself on this shot and Chaz for video shooting this tutorial. And I'll click check mark. Location will be Imperial Beach Pier. And I will not add it to Facebook since I already added the one previous. And so I'm sharing it. And there it is. So I'm gonna like this one, and I hope you guys can do the same thing with your cell phones. Actually, this works with your iPhones as well. Just go straight into your gallery and choose the edit tool. Go in there and make your adjustments with cropping. And after you're done with cropping, go and adjust your brightness, contrast, and the white balance. When you're done with that, on the very bottom, there's the presets that you can go into. And like I said, I like the sharpening tool, or the sharpening preset, and also Stardust, and also Auto. Auto works really good. So I hope you guys liked my tutorial, and I hope to see some great pictures from you guys as well. Enjoy your evening and keep taking those great shots. We'll see you soon. Thank you for joining me.